The music in here in the background is very much of a typical ballad type style, and it is using lots of little nuances, lots of little tricks. It's not just straight chords, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, and this video is all about polishing your music to sound way more professional than it actually is, but that's a little secret we're going to dive into. So if you like the sound of this, stay tuned. I've got some great stuff for you coming this way in the next 10-15 minutes, so grab yourself a coffee and let's get rolling. Play a G major chord. If you're not sure what a G major chord is, it's G, B and D, okay? Play an E minor chord. An E minor is E, G and B. Play a D major chord. A D, F sharp and A. And last but not least, play a C major chord. C, E and G. They're fine and they sound good together. Let's have a listen. 2, 3, 4. And by changing the inversion, you can make it a bit more interesting. But we need to change or add something to it to get more flavour, to get more style, to get more professionalism in your playing. So let's take a look at one of the many techniques we can use to spice up our ballad piano playing. Here we go. G, B, D, and add your second note. As in, play the A with it. Listen to the tone. It's softer, it's more ballad-like, it's just a nicer sound, it's more interesting, it's more harmonic. Nice major. Add your second. Lovely. So we can either add the second or use it to suspend our chord, like this, listen. You see there? So a second to a third and release. Also, what you could do is you could go to minor. So go to E minor. And what I'm going to do now is play the F sharp, because in E minor, or G major really, the relative minor is E minor to G major. It's always found on the 6, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will give you the relative minor. And we're going to play the F sharp, which belongs to this G major chord. We're going to play the F sharp, belongs in the G major. And we get this kind of sound. Now, if we add it, how different does that sound? Let's add the F sharp. And if you don't play the third, you get this lovely longing kind of sound. It's quite somber, isn't it? If I change the inversion, let's go from a root inversion to a second inversion, and play it down in the middle C section. Such a nice chord. It wants to be resolved because it's a suspension. All suspension notes need resolving. If I play the same thing in G, it would not have the same effect. Sounds really bright and nice. So I've gone to a minor, totally changes the tonality, and it gives them emotions, beautiful emotional chord. So what we'll do, we'll play a D chord, and we'll play an E with it. Have a listen. Normal D. Beautiful sound. Great one for ballads. And then take it down to C. C, E, G. Add the second, which is your D this time. Again, really nice. If you want to suspend your second, and then resolve it, make it into a melody line. So that's one little technique. Now what I want to show you today as well is the way a suspended fourth will work with the second. So I'll see you in a minute. Oh. So now let's look at the suspended fourth chord. We're going back to G chord. And we're going to not play the third, we're going to omit the third and replace it with a fourth. It wants to resolve, listen to it. And where does it want to resolve to? Well, so you can resolve it down to the third, which is the most common way you resolve it. However, by putting it with a second, it's very good at finishing a section off. Or you could do this. And then repeat it. All I have done is change the bass. So the bass harmony has changed, but the chords stayed the same. Oh, sounds gorgeous. If I keep the same there and play a C in the bass, listen to this. So powerful. Right, if we go to E minor now, it's long in sound. And that's a really nice one to do, is F sharp and A into the G and B there. That technique. And again, you could put a bass line in. All right. So play sus4 in C. We can play it on second inversion. So there's lots of different things you can do. So take some time to think about your chord sequences for a song you're writing or something you're learning and add some spice to it. Now then, what about the bass line? Now this is a really lovely, easy to play bass line to go along with a beautiful right hand chords. Take a look at this one. We play our octave. Like so. So pinky on the 1, second finger on the 5th, and then the thumb on the octave on the 8. Okay. Now then, if we lean over and play a and a B like this, if you notice, I've added the A on the right hand as well. So we've got the 1, 2, 3, and the 5 is down here. And change up the rhythm. Pause on the A, back up to the B. So it's 2, 3. And how about doing that in E minor? So I'm going to play the second of F sharp. Maybe don't put the third on the E minor, and we'll play on the bass line. So again, the E, B, and E, F sharp, G, like this. Listen. You can also go back down again. Let's go down in E minor. That kind of rhythm. In C major, that's a lovely one. It's almost suspension. Okay, so what you could do with this one in C, try this for size. So you've got basic 1, 5, 1 or 8, 9, 12. Okay. Beautiful. And you could do a second on your right hand, so you've got the C, the D and the G, which lends you beautifully back into G. Here's one of my top tips. Slide through your chords. Let's have a look what I mean. Basically a crescendo. Okay, so I want to slide through it. So instead of going down all at the same time, play the lowest note you're playing and play the second one and the third one. If you've got 4 notes, obviously you're going to go. Let's have a listen. And apart from sliding through your chords, you could do a little crush note from your third, just like that, to play it down a little bit before the other notes. And you can play it like this. It's a bit more bluesy. But this is not about the blues, it's about the ballads. So I'm going to bring all of this into context and I'll play a little piece that gives you the idea what you could be achieving very soon. And there we have it. So take some time to play with your second and your fourths, combine them together, change some bass lines around and create your own bass lines to go with the music you like. So that's an extra little tip for you all. I wish you all well. Until next time, play some beautiful ballads.